a tax on goods bought from another country.
Clear logic. Your choice tariff is sound and 100% true.
When a currency loses value, we say it has.
Great job. Depreciated is the accurate answer. Goods a country sells to other countries. Exactly. Export makes sense, and it is right choice. The US imports the most from this country. Correct. China is the right answer. Trade development countries of the world. Nice work. You chose strengthens interdependence, and it is correct. Economies of scale is also known as dash. Perfect. Returns of scale is the correct choice. Floating exchange rates are determined by. Smart move. Supply and demand is an accurate answer. How many stars in the flags of Venezuela? Correct response. 8 is the most accurate answer. A ban on trade with a particular country. Right choice. Embargo is the best answer. What occurs when exports exceed imports? Excellent choice. Trade surplus is the right answer. Which of the following does not belong? Valid point. Non-tariff barriers is true. One of Australia's top 5 imports is. Smart pick. Passenger motor vehicles is the correct choice. Which of these are not trade barriers? Strong choice. Grants is the right answer. A trade surplus is generally known as a. Good thinking. Positive balance of trade is the right answer. A tax on an imported good is called a. You're right. Tariff is the correct answer. Goods sent for sale to another country. Solid response. Export is a valid choice. Divisions of labor is also called as. Sharp thinking. Both is the right choice. What countries are involved in NAFTA? On track. America, Canada, Mexico is the correct answer. Which nation is not a part of the EU? Excellent. Taiwan is a brilliant choice. Which party does MC cooperate with? Great thinking. All of the above is the right choice. The original members of the IMF were. 67 is a solid answer. Coins and paper bills used as money. Bravo. All of the above is the answer. Plaza was established by many people. You got it. Your choice 3 is right. The IMF was established in the year. Nice selection. 1946 is the correct and valid answer. The UNCTAD was born in 1964 at Dash. You chose Geneva, and it is correct. How many members are in the ASEAN? Well reasoned. 10 is the correct choice. France introduced import quotas in. Well done. 1931 is the right choice. What is the baht also referred to? Well picked. The international trade balance is the correct answer. Trade bloc: France, Germany, Spain. Good job. Your answer, European Union, works well here. Motivation for countries to trade. Right again. Obtaining scarce resources is a valid answer. Internal trade is also called as. Smart pick. All the above is the correct choice. Trade bloc established in Europe.
Smart move. U is an accurate answer.
When was World Bank established? Right choice.
DEC 1945 is the best answer.
The capital of Venezuela is dash. Great job. Caracas is the accurate answer.
Importing more than exporting is on track. The trade fails is the correct answer.
Currency depreciation results in
You chose increased exports, decreased imports, and it is correct.
Who gave the income trade terms? Well reasoned. Dorrance is the correct choice. An example of a free trade area?
You got it. Your choice NAFTA is right.
What is the last day of school?
Exactly. May 24th makes sense and it is right choice.
An example of a monetary union. Excellent. U is a brilliant choice. Not an argument for free trade. Valid point. Reduced competition is true. When was IFMEM established dash?
Good thinking. DEC 27 1945 is the right answer.
What is not a part of the BOP?
Nice work. You chose investment account and it is correct.
An example of a common market?
Clear logic. Your choice CARICOM is sound and 100% true. A tariff can be defined as a
Well done. Tax on imports is the right choice. How often is BOP calculated? Great thinking. Every calendar year is the right choice. Dutu has observed governments. Sharp thinking. 25 is the right choice. The least or smallest amount.
perfect. Minimum is the correct choice.
Dash is the precursor of Utu.
Excellent choice. Get is the right answer.
The next best alternative. Solid response. Opportunity cost is a valid choice.
What does BOP stand for?
Good job. Your answer balance of payments works well here. A trade war is a cost of. Bravo. Trade barriers is the answer. The Utu has dash members. Correct. 104 is the right answer. A tax on imported goods.
Strong choice. Tariff is the right answer.
But also known as dash. Nicely done. World Bank is a solid answer. When was MC founded? You're right.
2008 is the correct answer.
A tax on imports. Right again. Tariff is a valid answer. Utu stands for.
Well picked. World Trade Organization is the correct answer.
D stands for. Correct response.
Foreign direct investment is the most accurate answer.
2 is a dash. Nice selection. Multilateral agreement is the correct and valid answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format? On track. Contact Narayan Changder is the correct answer.